Another day, another story. The number one job for many animals is often simply being cute. However, for a few critters, working it means actual work, like detecting mines or taking out the trash or even predicting a seizure. In this list, we've highlighted a few animals that have jobs ranging from the important to the unusual. Welcome to Tabo Eminent Channel. 1. Military dolphins. Considered highly intelligent, dolphins have been enlisted by the military to perform various tasks, most notably detecting underwater mines. With their advanced sonar-like system, dolphins can easily detect mines in murky waters or at great depths. In the United States, training is carried out by the U.S. Navy Marine Mammal Program, which also uses sea lions. While some have speculated that the animals are also trained for more nefarious missions, the U.S. Navy states that they are not taught to harm or injure. The use of dolphins in military applications, particularly by the United States Navy, has been well documented. Dolphins possess unique abilities, such as exceptional underwater sonar capabilities, which make them valuable in certain military tasks. Here are some aspects of military dolphins. Mine detection. Dolphins have been trained to detect underwater mines. Their sonar capabilities allow them to locate and mark the location of mines, making it safer for naval vessels to navigate through waters. Underwater surveillance. Dolphins can be trained to patrol and monitor coastal areas, providing real-time information about underwater activities. Their natural sonar allows them to identify and report any unusual objects or movements. Guarding harbors. Dolphins have been used to patrol and guard naval bases and harbors, detecting intruders or suspicious underwater activity. Training and research. The military has invested in training dolphins for research purposes, studying their capabilities and applying their findings to improve underwater surveillance and communication systems. Equipment retrieval. Dolphins can be trained to retrieve lost equipment or objects from the ocean floor, including tools or devices dropped by divers. It's important to note that the use of dolphins in military operations has raised ethical concerns and sparked debates about the treatment of these intelligent marine mammals. Critics argue that subjecting dolphins to potentially dangerous tasks is inhumane and that alternative technologies should be explored. The U.S. Navy has addressed these concerns by emphasizing the care and humane treatment of the dolphins in its program. As of my last knowledge update in January 2022, the use of military dolphins has been a topic of ongoing discussion and scrutiny. It's advisable to check more recent sources for any updates or changes in the status of such programs. 2. Ratting out landmines. A 3-foot rat would frighten most, but the Gambian pouched rat, also known as African giant pouched rat, is much in demand as a landmine detector in Africa and Asia, where underground explosives kill or maim thousands of people each year. Landmine detection is slow going for humans, but these rats can cover more ground, and, because they're relatively small, there's no worry that they will set off a landmine. It takes about 9 months to train the rats, and, like all workers, they get paid for a job well done, with food, often bananas. Rats have been trained to detect landmines due to their keen sense of smell and agility. The process involves using positive reinforcement to train them to associate the scent of explosive materials with a reward. Here's how the process typically works. Training process. Rats are introduced to the scent of explosive materials found in landmines. When they successfully identify the scent, they are rewarded with food or another positive reinforcement. The rats learn to associate the explosive scent with the reward, making them capable of detecting landmines. Field operations. Trained rats are then deployed to mine-affected areas, where they use their sense of smell to locate landmines buried underground. Once a rat detects a landmine, it signals its handler, who can then take appropriate action to safely remove or neutralize the landmine. Advantages. Rats are lightweight and can traverse various terrains, including rough or contaminated areas, where other detection methods might be challenging. Their sense of smell is highly sensitive, allowing them to detect even small amounts of explosive materials. Humanitarian impact. The use of rats in landmine detection is part of humanitarian efforts to clear areas affected by landmines, making them safe for communities and enabling agricultural and economic activities. Non-explosive training mines. To ensure the safety of the rats during training, non-explosive training mines or samples are often used. These mimic the scent of real landmines without posing any danger. The nonprofit organization APOPO, Anti-Personnel Landmines Removal Product Development, has been actively involved in training rats for landmine detection. Their efforts have been particularly focused on regions with a history of landmine contamination. Using rats for landmine detection is considered a cost-effective and efficient method, complementing other technologies and efforts aimed at removing the threat of landmines from affected areas. It's a creative application of animal behavior and olfactory capabilities for humanitarian purposes. 3. Dogs on the job. Dogs' impeccable sense of smell is well known, making canines ideal for locating bombs and drugs. However, they are also able to smell cancer, low blood sugar, and even depression. In addition, dogs are sometimes employed to alert their owners to upcoming epileptic seizures, though researchers are uncertain if seizure dogs are responding to smells or subtle behavioral changes. Regardless of how they are able to do it, dogs prove that they really are man's best friend. Dogs are highly versatile animals and are employed in various jobs across different industries due to their intelligence, trainability, and keen senses. Here are some common roles in which dogs are employed. Service dogs. These dogs are trained to assist individuals with disabilities, such as guide dogs for the visually impaired, hearing dogs for the deaf, and mobility assistance dogs for those with physical limitations. Therapy dogs. Dogs with a calm and friendly demeanor are trained to provide emotional support and companionship in various settings, such as hospitals, nursing homes, schools, and disaster-stricken areas. Police dogs, canines. Police use dogs for various tasks, including tracking suspects, searching for drugs or explosives, and apprehending criminals. Common breeds for police work include German Shepherds, Belgian Malinois, and Labrador Retrievers. Search and rescue dogs. Highly trained search and rescue dogs assist in locating missing persons in disaster areas or wilderness environments. They can track scents over large distances and are crucial in finding survivors. Military working dogs, MWDs. In the military, dogs play essential roles, including bomb detection, patrol work, and specialized tasks. Military working dogs are used by various armed forces worldwide. Detection dogs. Dogs are trained to detect specific scents, making them invaluable for tasks such as drug detection, explosives detection, and even detecting diseases like certain types of cancer. Herding dogs. Breeds like Border Collies and Australian Shepherds are used for herding livestock on farms. Their intelligence and agility make them well suited for managing and guiding animals. Guard dogs. Certain breeds, like German Shepherds and Doberman Pinschers, are trained as guard dogs to protect properties and deter intruders. Assistance dogs for PTSD. Some dogs are trained to assist individuals with post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD, by providing comfort, alerting them to potential triggers, and offering support during anxiety-inducing situations. Avalanche rescue dogs. Specially trained dogs work with ski patrols and search and rescue teams to locate and rescue individuals buried in avalanches. Detection of invasive species. Dogs have been trained to detect invasive species of plants or animals, aiding in conservation efforts. Canine Companions for Independence, CCI. These organizations train assistance dogs to enhance the lives of individuals with disabilities, providing support tailored to the individual's needs. The roles dogs play in various jobs highlight their adaptability and the strong bond they can form with humans. Proper training, care, and attention to the specific needs of each breed contribute to the success of these canine professionals. 4. Canary in a coal mine. Coal mines have long been dangerous places. Mine collapses are common, and carbon monoxide is a silent killer. In the early 20th century, John Scott Haldane noted that the toxic gas was often the cause of miners' deaths, and he offered a simple solution: canaries. These tiny birds show the effects of carbon monoxide early enough that miners have time to reach safety. The practice of carrying canaries into coal mines continued into the 1980s. The phrase, "canary in a coal mine," refers to the historical practice of using canaries, small birds, in coal mines as a warning system for the presence of toxic gases, particularly carbon monoxide. This practice was prevalent in the 19th and early 20th centuries. Coal mines often had the risk of accumulating dangerous gases, such as methane and carbon monoxide, during the extraction of coal. These gases are colorless and odorless, making them difficult for miners to detect on their own. The canary, being more sensitive to these gases, served as an early warning system. Here's how the canary in a coal mine system worked. Presence of toxic gases. When miners entered a coal mine, they would carry caged canaries with them. Canaries were chosen because they are highly susceptible to the effects of carbon monoxide and other toxic gases. Early detection. If dangerous gases were present in the mine, the canary would show signs of distress or become incapacitated before the gas reached levels that would affect the miners. The birds would often exhibit symptoms like difficulty breathing, erratic behavior, or even death. Alerting miners. The distressed or deceased canary served as a clear signal to the miners that dangerous conditions were present. Miners could then take precautionary measures, such as evacuating the mine or using safety equipment. This practice helped save many lives by providing an early indication of hazardous conditions. However, it also meant that the canaries themselves were exposed to harm, and the practice gradually declined as more advanced technology and safety measures were developed. Today, modern mining operations use sophisticated gas detection equipment and ventilation systems to monitor and control the levels of gases in mines. The canary in a coal mine concept has become a metaphor for any early warning or indicator of potential danger, and it is often used in discussions about environmental or societal issues. 5. Horsing around. Although dogs might be better known as guide animals, miniature horses are gaining popularity in this field. In fact, in 2011 the Americans with Disabilities Act was revised to approve them as service animals. Why? Not only do miniature horses possess a natural ability to guide, they have a calm nature and are not easily distracted. They are also perfect for those humans who are allergic to dogs. Miniature horses can live more than 50 years, whereas service dogs are often retired after age 10. 6. Monkey business. For people with mobility impairments, especially ones due to spinal cord injuries, monkeys can offer a helping hand. These animals can be trained to perform a variety of daily tasks, turning appliances on and off, picking up dropped items, dialing the phone, and even scratching an itch. Typically, only Capuchin monies are used, and the training generally lasts 3 to 5 years. Although this might seem like a long time, the animals can live for 30 to 40 years, meaning that most people will need only 1 or 2 in their lifetime. 7. Chief Mouser. The British Prime Minister's residence, 10 Downing Street, needs more than just security guards to keep it safe. In order to protect the building from mice and other rodents, a cat is appointed Chief Mouser to the Cabinet Office. Although the title has only recently become official, British officials have long kept cats in this capacity, with the first Mouser dating back to the 1500s, during the reign of Henry VIII. As of 2015, a cat named Larry held the title. Thanks for watching. Request you to subscribe the channel.